Hi, my name is Sadari P.T. Brown. I want to talk to you about education in America. Our educational system in America is broken. It has been broken for some time. What can we do to fix it? Well, President Barack Obama, and as some call him the worst Secretary of Education in America's history, Ernie Duncan, have proposed that let's change the rules to No Child Left Behind. Am I for that? No. I believe No Child Left Behind should be got rid of. It should have been gone the day President Obama took office. However, Ernie Duncan and President Obama decided to keep it. When President George W. Bush proposed No Child Left Behind, the standards were high, great mandates, great everything. However, it was underfunded. And then teachers started realizing that many states were pinpointing them if their school became a failure school. If kids weren't passing state standardized tests, then teachers were being held responsible, principals were being held responsible. If they wasn't meeting annual yearly progress standards, which to some degree I believe it should be some standards, but not to where teachers are teaching to a test instead of teaching youth to be college ready. So when I look at No Child Left Behind, not only was it underfunded on George W. Bush, but President Barack Obama has just allowed this program to continue on, and many youth are still being left behind. In fact, Ernie Duncan, what does he have to his credentials? If you look at Chicago public schools, they are not succeeding. They were not succeeding under Ernie Duncan's watch. You had a couple of yes charter schools who were doing good. His charter initiative worked in Chicago. But the regular schools in Chicago were not succeeding. They were still failing schools, not meeting AYP. But this is the man President Barack Obama decided to tap as educational secretary because of his political ties to Chicago. And as Ernie Duncan has went on the trail talking about education, he has not shown me anything that remotely resembles an educational plan, a framework for how we are going to educate our kids, our youth, our students, to be better prepared for the future in order to compete against the likes of China and other Asian nations and European nations. The truth of the matter, there's no plan out there. It's sad. I'm tired of people saying that our youth today are going to be competing globally. But how can they compete globally when we are not preparing them now for the future? We're not preparing them for the jobs of the future. We're not preparing them even for college ready. Many of our youth are not college ready once they hit college campuses across America on day one. The reason being, when you really think about it all, is because we are teaching our youth to take tests. And the only test that should matter is the ACT and SAT. And as you can see, the last several years, the test score average has went down. It's not because more youth are taking the test or more minorities who are not prepared for the test are taking it, and that's bringing down the drag on the average test score. No, that's not the case. The case of the matter is our educational system in America is broken and no one is looking to fix it. So what are we going to do to better prepare our youth for the day as well as for tomorrow? That's my challenge. When people talk about education, what are our solutions? Simple. Fund it. Stop building prisons, and start building new innovative institutions of higher learning. Start building new secondary educational institutions for our youth. If you want them to succeed, you want them to pave the way for the future, then it starts with us today. What are we going to do to change it? It's time out for underfunding educational plans that in fact only teach our children how to be 21st century leaders, and we are teach our youth how to be 20th century leaders instead of 21st century leaders. It's time to wake up, America. If we are to improve our educational system, it starts right here, right now, with an educational plan that tells us and lays out the framework for how America will look, not just a year from now, 2 years from now, but 20, 30, 50 years from now. That's the plan. I'm Adari P.T. Brown, and this is my perspective.